Imagine you're playing a video game so realistic you forget it's a game. The characters you're playing feel alive, the world seems endless. Now, flip that idea. What if that's us? What if everything you've ever known, our planet, our history, even you and me, is just part of an incredibly detailed simulation created by some future civilization? It sounds like the plot of The Matrix. But this isn't just science fiction. It's a serious question scientists and philosophers have been debating for years, and this is called the simulation hypothesis. In 2003, philosopher Nick Bostrom published a paper that took this idea seriously. He didn't claim we are in a simulation. Instead, he showed that at least one of three things must be true. The first being that almost every civilization like ours will die out before it can reach a stage capable of building planet-sized computers and running simulations to this scale. Secondly, if some do reach that stage, they almost never run these so-called ancestor simulations, i.e. simulations of our own history. Or thirdly, if advanced civilizations do have the power and the interest, then the number of simulated minds will vastly outnumber the original biological ones, which make it overwhelmingly likely that we ourselves may be simulated. Many people ask how this could even be possible. Ultimately, consciousness is essentially just information processing. Then, in theory, it doesn't matter whether that processing happens in neurons or in silicon. Computer power keeps growing day by day and as we advance technology. In the future, a post-human civilization could have vast planetary computing resources capable of simulating billions of conscious beings at once, entire worlds and entire histories inside of a computer. This isn't just a philosopher's daydream. Look at our own technology. In just a few decades, we've gone from pixelated 8-bit games to current-day hyper-realistic virtual worlds and immersive VR. Some physicists even note that the universe looks like it only renders details when observed, which is a strange echo of how video games save resources. Elon Musk and other high-profile figures have openly said that they think the odds of being in a base reality are very low. That being said, there are big caveats. Firstly, we don't actually know if consciousness can be perfectly simulated, or if there's hidden limits behind this. Possibly, advanced civilizations decide that ancestor simulations are unethical or simply boring, or alternatively too costly to what could be limited resources. And the hypothesis itself is very hard to test. Ultimately, there's no clear way to prove or disprove it, given our current technology. What would this mean for us? Even if we were in a simulation, life would still feel real, and the rules of physics would still apply to everyday life. However, the idea raises fascinating questions. Do we actually have free will? Is there a purpose to the simulation? Who or what are the programmers? And if our actions are really being watched or measured, maybe our choices still matter. Or maybe they've been pre-programmed and whatever you do next was always going to happen. Whether we're living in a base reality or a simulation, thinking about it forces us to question what reality really is. If given the choice, would you take the blue pill, giving you blissful ignorance to the simulation and continuing with everyday life without knowing? Or would you take the red pill, giving you the truth to waking up and know the simulation exists? Let me know down in the comments below, and thank you for watching.